My name is Reese Hirsch. I live at 144 Sandhurst Drive, Mount Laurel. Really quickly, I just want to say I had the great pleasure of being in Mr. Monahan's classes for both my junior and senior year. I had him for 3 classes, actually. My mass media and creative writing class and English 3 and 4. I actually had the pleasure of being personally named his TA. And I just wanted to say that I think we can all agree we're not concerned about ourselves here. We're concerned about the future of Lenape. What would you be doing to it if you get rid of someone who is obviously so influential and inspires so many people? I really think you'd be getting rid of what I think is the definition of Lenape, someone who can bring this many people together to support a cause. Thank you.
My name is Alexa Golieb, and I live at 12 Lexington Court, Mount Laurel. I originally wrote a speech here, but since I know that we're short on time, I'm just going to read the first and last paragraph, and a lot of my personal experiences with Mr. Monahan are in a letter that I'm sure you have right now. Even with all the effort we are making to help save Mr. Monahan's job, is it still not clear that he's an outstanding teacher? If someone who hates public speaking as much as I do gets the courage to stand up and speak in front of an audience, doesn't that show you something? Mr. Monahan has done so much for so many students here at Lenape. He's been more than a teacher to us. He's been a role model and inspiration. Not only has he taught us about English literature, creative writing, or the mass media, but he has made us interested in them as well. More importantly, he has made us interested in learning itself. If you still believe that Mr. Monahan doesn't meet the requirements that make a good teacher, then I honestly don't understand the purpose of education. I've learned more from him that I can take into the real world than I have from any other teacher I've ever had. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope you see what an incredible teacher Mr. Monahan really is. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michael Fox. I live at 22 Hilltop Drive in Mount Laurel. First, I do want to thank you, the board, for your patience. I know the night's getting late and you have other business to do. I want to thank you for allowing me to speak, and more importantly, I do want to thank you for allowing my daughter, Hannah Fox, to speak. I can say that I do have this overwhelming feeling that unfortunately, whatever the outcome tonight, there will be some shame in this room. And it's a shame that we're here and have to go through this process to save a gifted teacher, as I think everyone has thus far spoken about him. I could tell you the story about the meeting I had with my wife and my son and one of the principals in this room with another teacher, who I won't mention any names, and a different subject. But the gist of the meeting, what it boiled down to, is we felt very strongly that we had a teacher who, by the person's own admission, didn't think they had to motivate or necessarily teach. They felt that it was their job to present the information and check the tests. And as I'm sure you can imagine, my wife and I were abhorred. My son was a little dysfunctional for a day or two when that came out in this quite long meeting. So contrasting that situation and that teacher with a person like Mr. Monahan just kind of blows my mind, as I said, of why we're even here, where I'll leave it at that. It is the job of the administration to manage. You have a great teacher, as I'm hoping we all can agree, in Mr. Monahan, that I'm respectfully asking the board to allow Mr. Monahan to stay. I'd love for my son and my daughter to be taught by him, and allow the administration to do their job and manage great people effectively. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Greg Van Genderen, and I live 11 Sorrel Run. And I know there's been a lot of other speakers, so I'll keep this as brief as possible. Mostly I just want to say that Mr. Monahan was the best teacher I've ever had in my entire life. And I don't say that lightly. I've had countless of fantastic teachers. Oppositely, I've also had a lot of pretty crummy teachers. But Mr. Monahan has set himself apart from all of them. He is a teacher that doesn't teach simply for a paycheck. He teaches to motivate students. And you know what? He does a pretty good job at doing that. He's definitely motivated me. I have a creative writing class where I actually sit next to my best friend. And if you sit next to your best friend, you're going to have a tough time trying to get me to shut up. But you know, the bell would ring, and Mr. Monahan would get up to the front of the class, and when he opened his mouth, I would stop what I was doing, and I would listen and hang on to every word he said, because everything he says is just, it's magical. For lack of a better word, I'm sorry. And I will take everything he said to me with me for the rest of my life until the day I draw my last breath. All right, thank you very much for your time.
My name is Bradley Robertson. I reside at 20 Daylily Drive in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I've had the privilege to have 2 English classes with Mr. Monahan, one my junior year and one my senior year, and also a mass media class my senior year with him. I just graduated from Lenape this past Friday. I will be attending the University of Tampa, where I am going to take up an English major. Let me just tell you, when I entered high school, I dreaded English class. It was my most hated class. My parents are in attendance tonight, and they can vouch for you of my stubbornness, and I'm just wondering how you can let go of a man that opened my mind so much that I want to teach English for the rest of my life, and I'm considering this subject as a part for the rest of my life, and I owe it all to this man. And I play basketball for Lenape, and I interact with all the teachers. I built up a relationship with many teachers, and my father has taught me to use sports not only for a physical and a skill for battle, but to implement them as life lessons each game and every situation that happens. And I see the Lenape family, the Lenape school as a team, and this is your LeBron James, this is your Kobe Bryant. Do not let him go. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to take a short recess now.